Hey everybody, here we are for another Mono Red Dynacharge daily event. We've got a pretty strong hand. I think we're going to keep. We get to have 4 guys in play by turn 2, which seems pretty awesome. Our opponent mulliganed on the play. And it looks like he might be Esper, which should be pretty good for us. So I think that we're going to attack first, depending on what we draw. And that way we might be able to get a removal spell out of him so that he can't syncopate our first Burning Tree Shaman. Because the syncopate would put a real hurt in our plans here, because we want to go Shaman, Cackler. Or I guess maybe Shaman, and a 2-drop if we draw one. So he taps for Devouring Flesh, which is fine. And we just unloaded. Next turn we can attack and Dynacharge. Which I think is the correct play here. Because he can hit us with a Supreme Verdict on his turn. And if not, I think he's dead. So we want to cast this Legion Loyalist first. And then this overloaded Dynacharge. See if that gets us the win. And he's got to cancel. Or a Psychic Strike, which is fine. We're going to put him on 1 life. We do give him a window here to kill us, though. Or, well, not kill us, but stop us pretty cold with a Supreme Verdict. But he didn't get there. Alright. So we're playing against an Esper opponent. How do we want to sideboard? I believe we want to start by bringing in these Skullcracks and these Annihilating Fires and Active Treasons. And we're going to want to take out our Mizium Mortars. And I'm still not sure if this is correct, but I like to take out some Boros Reckoners. I'm going to leave 1 in and take out a land. And then, do we want to take out Ash Zealot? No, that has haste. I kind of like the idea of these Frostborn Weirds because they give us a pretty beefy drop against Supreme Verdict, but I think I'm going to leave it the way it is and submit. I like taking out the 1 land. And it doesn't look like it's going to hurt us this game, as we've got 2 lands and a fistful of spells. So we're going to go Foundry Street Denizen, and then turn to Shaman, and I think Gorehouse. It's all dependent, of course, on what he plays. We're going to keep these Ash Zealots in the rear for post-Supreme Verdicts. And we have a pretty great start here. We're able to put a lot of pressure on him, and Azorius Charm isn't going to do a whole heck of a lot. We're going to attack. And And we're kind of walking into a supreme verdict here, but we can't just not play our guys. There it is, and we're going to follow up with at least one Ash Zealot. So what are we looking for now? I guess we're looking for... Oh, that's pretty brutal. Oh, an act of treason is not what we want. That's for sure. I guess we really want to draw a Skullcrack now. Bum bum bum. If we'd been on the play that game, or this game, he'd be down a lot more in life, but there's not much we can do about losing the die roll. We did win game one. Unless we peel a Skullcrack here, I think we might be losing this game, though. We're about to get buried under card advantage, and he's going to gain back 3 life? And now our Loyalist doesn't really do anything. And we just have to pass. So he doesn't go for it there. We would really like to peel the Skullcrack, though. And he's going to do it during my upkeep, which is pretty smart. Oh, the irony is delicious. I can't really attack, so I think I'm just going to concede this game, and we're going to move on. It may be premature to concede, but I can't really see pulling out from that position. He definitely has guys in his deck, Obsidats. We're gonna submit, and yes. Okay. We'll keep this. It's not the fastest hand, but we do have a little bit of reach with the Skullcrack. Firefish Striker's not going to do much except stop High Priest of Penance from getting into the blocking zone. So our Foundry Street Denizen may get Azorius Charmed here, which is fine. We'll still get in for 3 damage. Next turn we can get in for 5. We'll leave the Firefish Striker back as a blocker. Or not as a blocker, as a refill after the first Supreme Verdict. Ooh, and it goes down to 8. Really, Jace. Well, let's see here. I can play my Firefish Striker, and then, yeah, no, we're just gonna attack Cruel Johnny. We're only getting through for 1. So we're going to Annihilating Fire him down to 4 life. And here we're going to put him to 2. Okay, so we put him to 3. He can go up to 5 on his turn. Alright, so yeah, he can go up to 5. And then we can attack him for a lot. And if he goes for a Supreme Verdict, we can Skullcrack him. So it looks like we've got this game in hand. But we will see in a moment here. So yeah, he's gonna put the Obsidat in his hand, and he's got black, black, white, white, colorless. He goes up to 5 life. This does not shrink my guys. So then he plays it and he goes up to 5, and then both of my Firefish Strikers can turn him off. Yeah, I don't know. Jace is put into Cruel Johnny's hand, Jason Island. So he's going to go for the Supreme Verdict. I can't imagine he would do anything else. Luckily for us, we do have the Skullcrack. I guess he could play land and Supreme and what's it called? Sphinx's Revelation for 3. That would put him up to 6, but then goes to 2, 0, -1. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it looks like we've got this game at any way you slice it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he can't even counterspell our Skullcrack if he does play Supreme Verdict. He could Detention Sphere, and then we would only have 3 power, but that still kills him. He's going over his outs, and I don't think that he has very many. Quick match, only about 15 minutes. do we want to prod him, or maybe we'll just pause until he makes a decision? Alright, so our opponent decides to Sphinx's Revelation up to 5 life, and that's not going to do it, and then he concedes. We'll show him, he left. Alright, so we won game, or round 1, and we're going to hope to win round 2, 3, and 4.